Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel Starseeker Tarot. My name is Nia, and you are seeing this video for a very specific reason, because there is something that Spirit needs you to hear right now. So this is really going to help you out with whatever you are currently dealing with or wondering about. As you can see, you have these three very beautiful groups to choose from. I'm so excited. If you know me, you know I love mermaids. So for group number 1, we have card 30, and it says telepathy on it in German. Non-verbal communication, energetic impulse, and reading thoughts. And with it we have a queen conch. I don't know if it's actually called that. I looked up different types of seashells and their names, and it looks like a queen conch. If you know exactly what this is, then let me know, but I think that name is just so fitting for these two mermaid queens here. Then for group number 2, we have card 13, the return of Aphrodite, temple, birth of the goddess, guidance, energy of the goddess, keeping something as sacred. And we have these two dolphins here, a golden key and a dove that she is holding. And then we also have a very beautiful starfish. In German we call them sea stars, so star energy. And then for group number 3, we have card 42, wave of power. A surge of power, energetic, how would you translate that? Surge, also energetic surge, exciting development. And with this beautiful energetic card, we have a scallop. So all that you need to do right now, as always, is to focus your attention on today's topic. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, pause the video if you have to, and when you think you're ready, just see which one or which ones, because you can choose several of these 3 groups, calls your attention the most. Do not overthink it, let your intuition decide, and then you can have a look in the description box down below where you find the timestamps for each individual groups. I'll see you there. Welcome to your reading, group number 1, everyone who resonated with card 30, telepathy, non-verbal communication, energetic impulse, reading thoughts, and this queen conch. So I think it is a queen conch, and I just love the word. I think that word in itself, that name in itself has a lot of meaning and is a message for you. But if you know exactly what this beautiful seashell is, let me know. Now, this beautiful reading here is something that you need to hear right now. So it's no coincidence that it found you. I am being bombarded with the psychic downloads, but let's just all do a grounding and a cleansing breath together to clear the energies and make sure that the right information comes through. Only take what resonates. It's a collective reading, all right? But yeah, needless to say, you are having a telepathic connection with someone. And you already know this. So most of you will know this. You have felt it. You have been receiving signs, maybe even for some of you, direct communication from this being or this person. And if not, you have been thinking of them a lot recently or dreaming about them a lot recently, and so have they about you. Now, this could be a person who is either in spirit or alive. They could be in your close proximity, actually, or maybe they are, in separation. Then if this is not about a person, this could be about some energy, entity, you will know. So you should already be resonating with what I have said. If not, this might not be your message. If you have no idea who this could be, maybe give it a chance and you might find out. But I feel like many of you, you are very open. Your crown chakra, your third eye chakra is very open. That's why everything has been pouring into you like crazy. And this person or being who is so connected with you, they have either intentionally or unintentionally been sending you, signs and messages. It's kind of hard for me to express myself here using language because these energies are non-verbal. I feel it almost feels like electricity or like sound waves that can't be heard but seen, if you know what I mean. So bear with me during this reading. But yeah, number 3. There is something very important about 3. So this is about some anniversary. Only take it if it resonates. This won't be for everyone, but maybe you are about to have a 3-month or 3-year anniversary of some sort with this person. It might be a little bit of a sad anniversary, maybe the day of their passing, or you broke up exactly 3 years ago, or it's a happy occasion. I hope that's the case for everyone, where you be celebrating 3 years of friendship or 3 years of life. I need to point this out. This doesn't have to be romantic. This is a soulmate connection or a pure energy connection, and those are made of unconditional love. So a soulmate is not always romantic. Can be, but doesn't have to be. They love you, and I feel like for some of you, they might want to clear the air, clear the energy, and they wish they could talk to you. They wish they could call you, because this looks like a receiver, like an old-fashioned telephone receiver to me. They want to call you, so it could be that very unexpectedly you will receive a phone call from a person you haven't heard from in a very long time. Or, because, for some of you, if you are really, really open, everyone who is close to you in your heart reaches you through energies. But yeah, some of you, you might also get a written form of communication, like an email, a text message, and I lost my train of thought because my brain is all over the place right now because this is so psychic, it's quite overwhelming. Spirit communication. You will already know, but clearing the air. So it could be that there is or was a little bit of negativity between you and that person. Only take it if it resonates. This could be an ex-partner of yours who was kind of the love of your life, or who you had a very intense relationship with, and then you fell out and you never talked. And it could be that there is something very fateful that happened to them, which was kind of a wake-up call and a reality check, and it makes them want to reach out to you and end things at least on good terms, or, just be on good terms with you. For others, maybe you are impatiently or patiently waiting for someone to return your call or answer an email or a letter. And this is quite weird. So if this is you, if you are waiting for someone to reply, to respond, to answer, or to reach out, and you don't know exactly what's going on with them, it could be that they are in a compromised situation and they can't get back to you for whatever reason, but they are thinking of you. They are thinking of you, so their thoughts reach you. This is so, so cool. And with this starlight here, maybe you should watch group number 2 as well if you felt drawn to it, because stars are important symbols. But yeah, many of those you have in mind and in your heart could be spirit beings or in spirit, but many are also very much alive. But for all of you, this communication is of pure love and light and good intention. So if you feel a little bit scared or skeptical, or some of you, you're very confused about these kind of psychic spiritual signs and you wonder, could it be something bad? No, it's not. It's something to clear the air. If you look at this, there is even kind of this darkness and this dust and this smoke around these two mermaids, but on the inside it's all pure and clear. So I'm hearing the name Patrick. Patrick, is that you? Are you Patrice, Patricia, Patrick? It could be you and or your person. I mean, some people, this is so funny, you know, they have the same name, but in a different, you know, variation. Fun story. No, I can't tell this story. I can't dox myself, so no fun story. But maybe you can share a fun story down in the comments. Let's pull some more cards from this gorgeous Oracle of the Mermaids. I love mermaids and I love dolphins. I hope you do too. And yeah, like, they wish they could hear your voice. Also pay very close attention to song lyrics, because many of them will send you song lyrics. And by the way, you have been contacting them as well, psychically and spiritually, whether you realize this or not. And you can train this and be a little bit more intentional about it by, you know, really sending them energy, sending them a message, write down a letter. Even if you can't send it, you know, they will still receive it if you feel it. So, but make sure that you also have good intentions, that you carry no past resentment or hate or anything, because then it will block the communication. Let's see. Okay, 21, the mirror. You can see, this is crazy. This is giving me goosebumps. You can see a reflection here in the mirror. Recognize yourself, self-examination, seeing who you truly are. So in all of our relationships, good and bad, we experience some kind of projection, some kind of mirroring. And depending on the nature of this relationship, the other person either reflects back our shadow or our light, and sometimes they do both. So we here on planet Earth think that we are separate from one another, but really the truth is that we are all one. We are all different parts of the divine experiencing itself. So know that if there is something that triggers you about this person, it's a shadow aspect of yourself that you need to address and look at, and possibly embrace or clear or forgive. And if this is a light aspect, I mean, some people can only love others and they can't love themselves. You can apply that as well. Love yourself for these things, or practice these things that you love about the partner. And there is a song called Mirrors by Justin Timberlake. That might be a sign for you. Let's pull another card. 27. Yeah, letting yourself float. Letting go. Hang on, I need to read this in German first, because this is long. Sich eine Zeit lang einer höheren Macht überlassen. Okay. Surrendering yourself to a higher power for some time. So look at this beautiful mermaid. She is letting go. She is just letting the water carry her. She is surrendering. If you are in a situation where you can't do anything about the miscommunication that maybe happened between you and that person, you can't do anything about the separation or the past, you know, don't feed your negative energy into, you know, a situation where you feel hopeless or angry, because that will only fuel the dark things. Just let go, you know, forgive, and let go. And again, forgiving doesn't mean approving of negative things. It means just believing and trusting in karmic justice and that it does serve a higher purpose. And when you let go, you are in the flow state, and the universe, represented by the ocean waves, can carry you to where you are supposed to be. And if you are meant to be reunited with this person, you will come together, because what is meant for you won't ever miss you. And if you are not meant to be reunited with them, then, if you stop fighting and swimming against, the tide, you will get back so much energy, and you will be aligned with and where you need to be, if that makes sense. But just let go and trust and believe that this communication now that you want so badly is coming in. This person or being might not be coming in. For some they might, but for all of you, you will receive some, some closure. I feel like you will. And this is not, very heavy for all of you. For some of you, this is quite light-hearted and quite fun, but I need to read for the collective here. Something about tomorrow, the next day. Many of you will find a message tomorrow or the next day, depending on whenever you are tuning in. Okay, if you resonate with this reading so far, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. It helps other people like you find me. If you don't know what to say, leave a mermaid and the seashell emoji. And if you are new and would like to join the tribe, please subscribe and turn on the little bell if you want to be notified when I post new content. So let's move on to tarot cards. This is the Witch's Garden Tarot. This card wants to be seen. It just, kind of elevated itself up. Bat might be your spirit animal. Bat. You might have heard me say that before. Bat. Watch out for bats. Bats are super sensitive and they are active at night. So for many of you, this is confirmation that your telepathy is most active and the strongest at night. So pay attention to your dreams. You might even receive dream visitations from that person or that being. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. There is something about the three. I don't know if I finished my thought there. But yeah, something about an anniversary or a deadline or a date or a time that regards the number 3. 3. Okay. I thought is this an otter? I believe this is an otter, so another water animal. And Spirit is telling you, just keep busy. If you are really stressed about, the communication and wanting to hear from this person or see them, distract yourself, surrender the pressure, surrender. Even, positive feelings can be too much for us sometimes. Maybe you are about to reunite with your long distance person, or you are about to reunite with a family member or a friend who you lost contact with. And you know this and you're so excited and you will see them in 3 days or so. Chill, surrender and keep busy. That will help you and that will clear the air and make sure that the ocean will carry you to where you need to be at the right time. And they are showing me an upside down triangle. Does that mean something? Isn't that a symbol? Isn't that the symbol for air travel? Maybe someone is also sending you air mail. I don't know. Only take it if it resonates. You will get maybe a letter, an actual letter, or you'll be notified maybe by a third party about this person. Could be something legal, something official, or you will read about them in some kind of newspaper. And I see someone sitting on a horse, like un caballero. How in Latin America, cowboys look different. I see that almost like Don Quixote. I don't know what that is about. Please let me know if that's for you. because I know they are Latin American and I know they are sitting on a horse. Don't know what that's about. Yay, we got a water nymph, Queen of Cups, and it came out in the reverse. We have a fish here, we have a frog, 2 froggos, we have a squirrel. So this is you, the Queen of Cups. You can be a man watching this or whoever. It's all about the energies. But I feel that you are emotionally very invested in this situation. And it could be negative or positive or everything at the same time. Just meditate, focus on surrendering, maybe take a bath if that calms your nerves, or go swimming, or lay down and listen to ocean waves or rain music. Like water is so healing. Drink some water, drink like a calming herbal tea. Yeah, herbal tea, definitely. We also have a snake here, so I'm noticing that. Just look after your mental health, after your sanity. That's very important, because if you don't, you kind of block the communication between you and this being or person, or you misinterpret their communication. So if you want it to be clearer and more effortless, practice what you are told here. I love her so much. I love green. So if you want to work with color therapy and with plants, do that. That might be your calling. This last tarot card, and then I'm going to pull another oracle card, will be a message from your person. They're saying something about birds. Birds, have you been seeing birds or finding feathers? If you are subscribed to my Heaven's Bridge Tarot channel or my Angel Aura channel, feathers have been important signs there. So the Magician, okay, she's an enchantress, and it came out in the reverse again. We have a cat here, so this is also reminding me of the Queen of Wands, and we do have a Queen Conch here. So this was the message from your person. I need to look at this card in the reverse to fully be able to read. So I see a red rose here. Only take this message if you are in a romantic or used to be in a romantic connection with them. You might be very lucky and receive a red rose or some flowers from your person. They might surprise you with some flowers. And if they can't do that in person, they will send you symbols of, flowers or songs about flowers. And so they are confirming, yes, this is me sending you flowers. Yeah, I do see the Queen of Wands here again with this salamander here. So if you pull that card for yourself, it's some kind of confirmation. And again, make sure you don't sabotage yourself or this connection by being too negatively invested, by, being too impatient or being too, low or whatever. Okay, just calm and breathe and meditate. They're showing me lilies. Lillian might be your name, or Lilith. Did you catch my goddess reading? I will link it in the description box down below, because goddess Lilith, she helps you be more independent and not as codependent in any kind of relationship. Foxes are also symbols for you. Foxes are very clever and they're very funny as well. So I feel like your person is clever and funny. That's why they are able to sneak in signs, whether they are, in spirit or alive, or whether this is actually a human soul, something else. They are so clever and they love to play with psychic energy, and they're having a lot of fun with it. So if you want to grow this telepathic energy, when you feel a lot of joy by receiving signs, that is fuel to your communication. And look up techniques on how to communicate with someone telepathically, because this might be a skill that you want to practice. Also something about spider webs. That's for those of you who have a little bit of, a situationship maybe, or a relationship where you just can't let go of that person, even though you should. Yeah, let's get A last message from this Sea Melodies deck. I love it so much. I adore mermaids. I love seahorses. Love, love, love. And she, oh my gosh, look at her. She is on the phone with this Queen Conch. So I feel like a conversation is coming. It might be, you know, very positive and flirty or fun, bubbly and loving, or a bit tense because it will be about, you know, addressing some past issues with the intention of reconciliation. I love the green tones here. So green is a very healing color for you. It's so beautiful. Please, one last card from your person. Voyage. Set sail on a new course. So, see, this ship is trapped in the bottle. Two different messages depending on where you stand. You will already know this if this is you. So you probably need to move on and realize that this person won't be coming back to you, or that you know, in this lifetime at least, won't ever be back together. Or that, you know, this person has been given too many chances, or maybe you have been given too many chances. I don't know how it resonates. It's just time to move on and be free and surrender it to the universe and trust that, you know, souls will always find each other in every single lifetime, and that in the next phase of your soul's journey, you will see them again. But now, time to move on. For the rest of you, there is something about travel. So something's traveling your way. It's on its way now. It could be the actual person, could be a little gift from them, or some tangible communication. So be excited for this journey. I really, really love this reading so very much. I hope you did as well. If you watched it and you want to let me know, leave a little ship emoji. If you want to send in some cards or crystals, I have an Amazon wishlist link in the description box down below. Thank you so much to my channel members and to all of my supporters, sending each and every one of you many, many blessings, and until very soon, hopefully. Bye. Welcome to your reading, group number 2. Everyone who resonated with card 13, the return of Aphrodite, temple, birth of the goddess, guidance, energy of the goddess, keeping something as sacred. And you also resonated with this beautiful starfish. I always want to say sea star because that's what we call them in German. So it's not a coincidence that this message found you. This is something that Spirit knows you need to be hearing right now. And this is extremely powerful. I can already tell you that for sure. Join in on my grounding and cleansing breath if you like. I really need one. And I don't know if you can tell on camera, but the sun's just come back out again. You see some very delicate rainbow lights here on my desk. And behind Aphrodite, the sun is coming back out as well. Number 13 is your number at the moment. It's an extremely powerful number. It's the number of death and rebirth. So you're coming back into your power, you're stepping back into your power, but on an elevated level, because you have suffered some kind of dark night of the soul, some kind of ego death, some kind of quite, you know, shattering ending, or maybe it's on a minor level. I hope that's the case for everyone. I only take what resonates. Yeah, it's a collective reading. So for some of you, this could be a short kind of phase, or like an intervention, or some kind of blockage where you just couldn't move, you couldn't act, you couldn't be yourself. And everyone, you are coming back up from the waters again. You are emerging and you are shining in a new light, and you are kind of being your old self again, but with new colors. I really, really adore this. If you resonate a lot with these messages, watch out for a reading on my The Angel Aura channel. It's linked in the description box. There'll be maybe it's already there when you're tuning in, a very powerful rebirth reading with the number 13, and the phoenix might be a symbol that you have seen a lot. I'm tempted to show you this card with the phoenix because it's right next to me, but that's for the other channel. This is a mermaid reading. So unlocking, she's holding a golden key. This key is heart-shaped. If you come from group number 1, here you have the heart symbolism as well. You have unlocked freedom for yourself with this dove here. Freedom. I don't know what this freedom is for you. It could be political freedom. It could be freedom of expression. So sometimes soul-crushing things happen to us where we really lose ourselves in the pain, but really we are not broken. We just we see ourselves differently and build ourselves back up again. And sorry, I lost my train of thought and I was interrupted. But yeah, just know that you are coming back and you are reborn, but kind of still the same. So life will feel both very exciting again for you, very kind of, you'll see a lot of new around you, new people, new possibilities, a new surrounding. You will kind of look new, but at the same time, you are feeling comfortable again like you used to before this thing happened that was soul crushing or that almost ended you, okay? But it never really ended you. This was a tough challenge that you agreed to when you came here. It's written in your pre-birth soul plan. So, so much is going on. See how these 2 dolphins here are hiding under the water? Those are, hang on, what? I see a loving being that loves you so very much. Won't be for everyone this message, but they are with you. I don't know if they are in spirit or alive. I see them as very alive, and the rainbows are coming out as I'm saying this. So this feels like child energy. So you have a really, really cute child that's maybe about to join you or has always been with you, or it could be a pet. They are full of loving energy and they have really supported you through this dark phase. I mean, this could be a grown-up person who has a very active inner child, but they look so cute, so fun, so loving, and they got you. They supported you during these harsh times. Maybe you didn't even see it, but they gave you their uplifting, positive energy. With this temple word, did you pick the star temple in my Metatron reading? I'll link it in the description box down below also, because there is something about the star temple. Yeah, the star temple. Okay, so yeah, I'm excited for this. Let's pull some more cards and follow the star. The star in the major arcana might be a card that you have seen before, because stars are so healing. And I'm hearing the morning star. The morning star, Morgenstern in German. Maybe that's your last name. That's a very beautiful last name to have, Morgenstern. Well, isn't there an author whose name is Morgenstern? You probably pronounce that differently in the US or wherever you're from. Morgenstern. Morgenstern, that's for you. If you know who you are. If you know that that's your message. I'm all over the place, sorry. The star, follow the star. We're all star seekers on this channel. I see shapes in the clouds, and now I see an angel and or a phoenix in the clouds. So you might have seen that before in the actual clouds. That's a sign of your rebirth. So you're coming back with more knowledge, more power, with new colors and more light. But you feel like you're your old self again. Did I tell you that this is from the Oracle of Mermaids? Now you know. Siren song, the calling. Yeah, this is a calling and voice recognizing something. So you're being called out. You're being called out. There is a new quest. Yeah, Aufforderung could be quest. in your situation. So either you already know what this is because you have answered the call. Someone might have given you a quest, a task, or some kind of responsibility, and it's something big-ish. Or you have done this yourself and taken action towards something new, or it will come to you. So you are now aligned with new energies. So you are stepping into kind of a new role. And this will feel a little bit tumultuous in the beginning, and that's completely normal. You know, a lot of new energies. You're not quite used to it, but you are so ready for it. So if there is something intimidating going on in your life right now, like a move, I see some of you moving somewhere new, or starting a new job, or dealing with lots of new people in your workplace, or, you know, whatever, or like a new lifestyle, it's positive, okay? Don't give up easily. Don't be discouraged by the initial kind of, you know, chaos. Stay with it. Butterflies, white butterflies are a sign for you. They are your spirit helpers, telling you that you are on the right path. And you need to be seen. Like, you need to step into that role. You already know. If you haven't stepped into that role, you soon will. And you all should know what this is. So, new career situation, maybe motherhood or parenthood for some of you, or becoming a wife or a husband, or, you know, something like a role, a new role. But you, during this darkness, you have either consciously or subconsciously trained for it. Yeah, I see tears. So it's obviously not a weakness to show your vulnerability. You're not weak for that. You are quite an emotional being because you have been through so much. And it's a very, you're very strong if you can be soft and tender in this harsh world. And I feel like a lot of people will be able to relate to you, not because of your external beauty or talents, but because of your inner energies, and, you know, the pain that you have overcome. So don't be afraid to kind of show that and share that. It will be what kind of makes people feel drawn to you. Whatever pain you have been through personally, mentally, emotionally, physically. I see Hannah. Who's Hannah? Hannah, are you watching? Or is a Hannah about to come into your life? I see that very clearly, Hannah. Oh, wow. Vulnerability. I say it. Here's the card. Open up your heart. Allow yourself to be tender and sensitive. That's incredible. Okay, so 39. For some reason, I feel like angel number 999 is important. I have a reading where group number 3 is represented by that angel number. It's about achieving what you want to have and how to remove blockages. I'll link that reading in the description box down below if you feel drawn to that. You know how some of us, we always wait for a person to save us. That person is us, okay? Because if you wait for the outside world to take action in a way that you profit from it, that only happens if and when you internally have taken action to be saved. So what I'm saying is, your reality is a reflection of what's going on the inside. And, you know, you have to be strong, and you have to be wise, and you have to be committed and invested and inspired and motivated and make that shift happen. And if you do, it will manifest on the outside, and that person will come in who will have these qualities, or that job will come in that feels safe for you, that living situation, you know what I mean? Yeah, you don't have to play tough. But that's easier said than done, isn't it? Because you had you've had to be very tough, very harsh on yourself. So Spirit is saying, let your guard down a little bit. You are still maybe in survival mode from this battle that you had to face, from this dark night of the soul. Be very conscious about that, because times have changed for you. You are starting a new chapter. Don't attract people and situations that allow for you to feel these, battle energies, these defensive energies. Let that go. That's a thing of the past. You can now be soft and vulnerable, because everything has changed. People will be soft and sweet to you. They won't trigger you. They won't challenge you. Okay. And I feel like a lot of what you'll be doing in this new role is to be, sweet and empathetic towards people who are or were in a similar situation as you. And but those people won't be like you. They won't be wounded and bleeding on people who didn't cut them. They'll just be relatable. You'll find each other relatable, and they'll give you strength as you will give them strength. Okay, so for some of you, new love is coming in, if that's what you're looking for. For others, new anything else that you want to be as part of your rebirth. If you are resonating with these messages so far, please give the reading a thumbs up, and please leave a comment. It helps other people like you find me. If you don't know what to say, leave a star emoji or a starfish emoji. And if you want to join this tribe, please subscribe and turn on the bell if you want to be notified when I post new content. This is the Witch's Garden Tarot. It has some mermaids on some cards, so hopefully I'll pull them for you. Hopefully I'll pull the card, obviously, that needs to be seen. Okay, Knight of Cups. You might have felt drawn to group number 1. Watch it, sorry, if you did, because I saw a knight there, a caballero. I said that in Spanish because I felt like Latin American energy, but knights can be of any culture and gender. So this is so beautiful. This is exactly what I described here. I anticipated this card. Gentle, soft, sensitive, and pathetic people coming into your life with genuine intentions and with very how should I say that? Not kind of practical intentions, but with intentions that revolve around friendship and love and connection and mutual interests and energies, okay? So a lot of kindness coming in. I love that she or he, kind of androgynous looking, has a little kind of conch for her as her color plate, and he or she is drawing yellow flowers there, and they let their guard down. So if you want to pull in connections that feel gentle and sweet and soft, be that. I know it can be risky in this world, but be sweet and you'll be surprised. Don't wear a mask, don't wear your helmet, don't wear your armor. That will scare people off. Show yourself as soft and delicate and tender and authentic, and you'll be pulling in people who are so aligned with you. This feels so sweet. And maybe someone here will go out on a walk with this person or being. They could be your future kid. They could be your horse if you want to get one. They could be your new partner, or they could be, your mother or your friend. But I see you like strolling through greenery and maybe stopping to take pictures of some flowers. That's very kind of cute. I'd love to do that with someone special. Okay, the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay, I love that she has blue everywhere. So she's wearing this tiara with blue butterfly wings, blue bird, blue everything, and this card is in the reverse. So only take this message if it resonates. But in your past and maybe in your present, you are still dealing with, or maybe you are that person, or both. Take it as it resonates. Some kind of harsh, cold-hearted communication. And maybe your only way to survive was to become like those people. You know, when people, I don't know, are passive aggressive or verbally aggressive or just harsh and crude, you know, you became like them in order to survive. Really, these energies are very, very hurtful, you know, and I see some sarcastic people whose words really cut you, and by the same token, you could have been someone who, you know, said words you later regretted. Take it as it resonates. You need to say goodbye to that energy, because that won't serve you anymore. This is part of your past. Like, work with the element of air. If that's something you resonate with, next time there is a wind or a breeze, just send that energy out into space and let the universe dispose of it. Let these words, if you still feel them in your chest, let the wind take them away, and do some intentional breath work. Breathe out the trauma, breathe out the negativity, and become more like this Knight or Lady of Cups. And siren song, so I've been saying this a lot, singing is therapy, if you enjoy that. If not, you know, playing an instrument or listening to music is very therapeutic. Why am I seeing someone eating sausages? This is so random and out of place, but I see someone eating sausages. Or like one like bit of sausage that's sticking out, like a sausage roll. Is that you? If that's you, I see you. I pick up on these random things from people who are really invested in my readings, and I see what they're doing. So I see you eating a sausage. Holding a sausage. Maybe that's here to lift the mood as well. You know, it's good to laugh. Temperance, yes. Healing. I love this card. I love her dress. It looks like my desk here. What are these flowers called? I would love to know. Does anyone know what these flowers are called? This feels so soft and so gentle. This feels like a warm summer evening, and you know, the peaceful countryside and soothing warm water. We have a lotus here. I have a reading for chosen ones and light workers and earth angels. I'll link it in the description box down below, where group number 1 was represented by a lotus. So it's time for you to unfold. And I feel like up until now or recently, you are very closed off to protect yourself, to, you know, make it through these hardships. But now it's time to bloom, and it's time to be sweet and tender and lovely. And yeah, your colors, your auras feel golden and kind of pastel pink, purple, green possibly, and trust that so much healing is coming. We're not done yet. So much healing is coming your way, and it will be reflected in your body, mind and soul and relationships, your whole surroundings. Let's draw one last card from this Sea Melodies Oracle. I love it. I love mermaids. I see some fabric now. Have you been dreaming about wearing some kind of, maybe getting your own mermaid tail? Highly recommend. I have one. Or like a sequin kind of glittery gown. I see that. That's you. Let me know. Strength. Stay afloat and feel steady and calm. Yeah, so you had to be very strong in the past. And please don't identify with this warrior role, because if you do, life will throw battles at you constantly. Identify as this kind of warrior, as this knight who is now, you know, enjoying the peace after a battle that was won. And even if you think you didn't win the battle, you know, you can still have peace of mind. So be peaceful, be steady, be calm, stay afloat. Just like I said in group number 1, surrender your emotions to the universe and just let the waters carry you and carry any negativity away from you. And I see a ritual here that you might want to do. It's about sending things away in a source of water. So maybe a letter to someone you'd love to speak to, or a letter to the universe, or some emotions, some symbols that, you know, don't serve you anymore, or like whatever, just a wish carried away with the water or with the wind. That would be a nice ritual to do. This is your reading. If you watched it all, thank you so much. If you want to let me know, what should you do? Leave a little heart emoji and your favorite color for your temperance healing. If you want to send in some cards or crystals, I have an Amazon wishlist link in the description box down below. Thank you so much to my channel members and to all of my supporters, sending each and every one of you many, many blessings, and until very soon, hopefully. Bye. Welcome to your reading, group number 3, everyone who resonated with card 42, the wave of power, a surge of power, an energetic surge, exciting development, beautiful mermaid, and you also felt drawn to this scallop here. So this reading, you are seeing it for a reason, because Spirit wants to inform you about something. Spirit knows what you need to be hearing right now to just help you out and answer your questions, maybe if you have some. Join in on my grounding and cleansing breath if you like. I need one. And let's do this reading. Only take what resonates. It's for the collective. So first thing I'm drawn to, weirdly, is this black. I don't know what this is supposed to represent. It can't be her hair. But I see it as a thread or a line, a black line. This is very psychic. So I'm using my psychic intuition here, so bear with me for a second. It was like, you know, the arms of an octopus. So this feels a little bit negative, and it won't be for everyone. Okay, and you will know if this is you, but there is someone or something trying to steal your energies, some kind of vampire energy situation. You will absolutely know who this is. It could just be life, you know, daily tasks, and even people, you know who you love and they love you, but they demand your attention, and you are losing your energy to them because you probably have to care for them or have to be there for them. So it can be, you know, this is on a scale. For some of you, it's very minor. For some of you, it's a little bit heavier. If you are someone who radiates a lot of light and who gives a lot, who is high in energy, you will always find low vibrational people, kind of people in a lack who want to have what you have to give. So be super mindful. If you have people around you, in your family, and your friendship group, and your work situation, wherever, who only dump their trauma on you. My mum calls that situation, you become their soul bucket or their soul bin, or like soul trash can for my Americans. Like they just dump their soul rubbish on you, and you are the receiver. If that's you, you have to set up boundaries and say, like, sorry you're going through this, but you know, I'm only human too, and I need some freedom. You know what I mean? Don't allow for these people to constantly do that to you. And if you are very inspirational and very bright, if you have a lot to give, this is also about skill, practical skill, and people only take, and they never say thank you. They never say they appreciate you. They never give anything back. They don't have a right, in my opinion, to be with you, you know. I feel like for some of you, you have paid some karmic debt You have returned some karmic favor to someone. So it could be that someone was in your life for a very long time who was very demanding energetically. And, you know, it could have been a loving relationship, but you lost a lot along the way. If that resonates with you, you paid your karmic debt, and now it's time for you to let it go and to claim back your energy and, you know, do your thing. Yeah, because if you feel worn out, some of you are very hard workers. Like, yeah, I resonate with that myself. I work a lot, and, you know, it's so important, especially if you're self-employed, that you take time for just yourself. And even if you don't have office hours, I mean, as a mother, a parent, or, you know, in like social situations that are not professional, you still have to kind of make the effort to have office hours and be like, okay, I'm a mom from, I don't know, from 8 to, I don't know, it's so hard to generalize this, but just basically make sure you have a routine where no one can disturb your bloody peace, or maybe for good. Okay, sorry if I was really bad at explaining this. I feel like some of you are having a bit of a midlife crisis. You can be very young and already have your midlife crisis. It feels like you are burnt out and a little bit low on energy, and you don't know, is it worth investing my energy in this relationship or this project or whatever, myself? You are just in need of some energy wave, some wave of power. And you will get that because there are some exciting developments. But remember, this wave can only hit you if you detangle yourself from this kind of energy vampire octopus. So make that decision in your mind that you allow for yourself to be free, to have me time, to be, you know, available for something that is good for you. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Really sorry if it doesn't. It should though. Ink. I see ink. Are you planning on getting a tattoo? Only take if it resonates, because I see ink on skin. Do you have a mermaid tattoo? Let me know. This scallop looks like a sun coming up over the ocean, and something super trippy is happening. If I look at it, it looks like it's moving. So depending on whether you're interested in that or not, and whether you can afford it or not, you might want to get some energy therapy or treatment, whatever you feel drawn to. Maybe an aura reading, or go see an osteopath, or some kind of, maybe a Reiki healer, but be very mindful about these people. Make sure that you love their energy and that you like what they do. Or maybe just get a massage, or go to the hairdressers, or do something for you, like a nice thing that will give you back some strength. Let's pull some more cards from this Oracle of the Mermaids deck. It's so gloomy right now. Hope the sun will come back out. I feel like you need some sunshine, some happiness. Do something for you. Buy yourself a treat, you know. Don't always buy other people treats. Buy yourself a treat. Book a fun thing for you. Do something for you. And I pulled 2 cards at the same time. I know they want to be seen, both of them. Okay, Times and Tides, number 18, Oceanic Magic and Rituals, and she's drawing a heart. So in group number 2's reading, at the very end, I was talking about a water ritual. Maybe do a water ritual, but yeah, this is just a little bit of a reminder, or a subtle warning, a gentle warning from your whole spirit team and from your soul, that you need to take the time and make this a daily ritual and routine, and a nightly routine, to look after your mental health and your body. And it's okay to say no. You don't have to always give it 100%. you know. If you have kids, you don't always have to cook them a big like 5-star meal. Just, you know, make sure they're not hungry. In intense situations, it's all right to compromise. Don't feel guilty if you do. Maybe this is also about your partner or about your work or whatever, like people who are under your care. Some of you look after your elderly parents, you know. Make sure that their basic needs are met, but also make sure that yours are met. And for some of you, if there's a situation that's just too much, maybe you need to make a decision like getting a cleaner, like a lady who cleans your house, or a man or whoever, you know, give away some responsibilities if you can. There's something that you can do. Go to bed earlier, get enough sleep, get enough oxygen, get enough rest, get enough me time. Do something nice for yourself. And the longer you wait for other people to do that, I feel like the longer you will wait for real. You need to set an example and show other people what you need and how you want to be treated. So do something good for yourself. Oh, Yamaya, 34. So she's a goddess, the great ocean mother, or the great mother of the ocean, and originality. So 3 and 4, chariot energy. Number 7, Cancer energy. Many of you are like single mothers, and I'm saying like single mothers because you might not be a woman and you might not have children, but your situation feels like you need to mother it. So this could be your partner or your business again, or whatever resonates with you. And you just like to be that person who is there for everyone and who has a lot of love to give. And you think like, you know, they are your children. You need to protect them. You need to nurture them. And that's okay. That's a nice trait of yours. But you're not Mother Teresa. You're not, you know, 1000% responsible for everyone. You're not. You can't. You will break from this pressure. So, and you need to be mothered sometimes, you know, like whoever looks after you, is there anyone who nurtures you the way you nurture other people? If you really struggle with that, call in some motherly guidance from maybe a goddess or an actual person in your life who has motherly energies, you know, like a wise old mother, or look up, you know, advice from any person you feel seen by and comforted by. Divine feminine energy is what I'm getting, because yeah, there's something you need to do for you, and do that. Don't postpone it, don't delay it, don't make excuses. They're being quite harsh here with you. That's what I'm seeing so far. If you appreciate this reading so far, then please give it a thumbs up and please leave a comment. It helps other people like you find me. And if you don't know what to say, leave a ocean wave emoji. And if you are new and would like to join the tribe, please subscribe and turn on the bell if you want to be notified when I post new content. Slow down, don't be so hectic. So some of you, your busyness has taken its toll on you physically. You need to be very careful with that. Like, delegate some responsibilities. Ask your kids to help you clean up. Ask your partner to do that. Ask maybe your neighbor if they can do the shopping for you. You know, ask for help. Don't be shy to ask for help. The Empress. This is from the Witch's Garden Tarot, the Empress. So this is divine feminine energy. And we have a scythe here, or a moon scepter, depending on how you look at it. So you need to end this mother complex, this helper's complex that you have. I feel like you might have grown up in a situation where you had needy or weak parents, or parents who forced you to kind of grow up too young. Maybe you had to mother your younger siblings, or you had to take care of a ill parent or whatever, or you were like abandoned as a child and you had to like cook your own meals, that attitude is still ingrained deeply within you. And it's time for you now to demand that the universe shows you some love and some motherly, protective, nurturing energy, and it will, as soon as you fully accept that that's your situation, it will happen for you. And again, connect with goddesses, connect with divine feminine energies and people who are there to provide for you, because you deserve that. But really, there are some attitudes and some thinking patterns and some patterns, that you need to end. End it now. You're like a full-time single mother with 3 jobs, 10 part-time jobs, and I don't know, it feels like it's too much. Translate it to how it fits your situation, but it's too much. You need to have some you time. Seriously. Okay, you have Justice in the reverse. So interesting that in this deck, Justice is number 10, because that's the Wheel of Fortune. 10s are endings. And this woman, she is so strong. So you are like a strong woman. Most of my viewers are women. So if you're a man watching this, it's all about the energies. But you need to honor and appreciate your divine feminine energies more. That means you are receptive, okay? You are soft. You are, more intuitive and sensual. It's time for you to kind of attract these divine masculine energies on the outside, because up until now you have been them because you had to probably replace a father or a husband or a boss or whatever, but you need to delegate that. And if you don't know how, it all starts from changing your attitude and changing your mindset and, seeing things differently and just demanding justice in that situation. Your energies need to be evened out. You are supposed to be, soft and relaxed and looked after and cared for. And it will happen. It will happen. I see a mermaid fins here, so fins. Maybe it's time for you to get comfy, take your shoes off, put your feet up, lay down on the couch, have a glass of, I don't know, wine if you crave it, or a cup of coffee. Just relax. Do something for you. 4 of Cups. This reminds me so much of a reading I did a long time ago on this channel. It was about fairies and nature spirits, and one of the groups looks very much like the opening cards, looks very much like this image. I will link it in the description box down below because this is for you. This might be for you. I hope this is not the case, but you might have had moments where it's all gotten too much and you broke down, and it's because you let it get that far, because you didn't stop and pause soon enough. And this is a little bit of a warning. If you don't stop and do what you've been advised to do here, you will have a moment like this. So you don't have to do everything at the same time. You don't have to give it 1000% all the time. You don't have to overdo it, give it time. Some of you are overly ambitious maybe in your business situation and you don't see success. The more you push and ignore your soul and your body, the worse it will get. So please take this so seriously and don't turn to, your vices, because I did feel a little bit bad when I said lay down and have a glass of wine, because that could be for some of you your toxic coping mechanism. We all have them, but be so careful because they are harmful and they only short time compensate for something that we actually need to change and compensate in reality, you know. So instead of having a glass of wine, make sure that you tell, I don't know, your kids to go play by themselves, or that you turn off your work computer, and don't even bring your work computer into your bedroom or your living room. You know what I mean, you know what I'm trying to say. Stop pushing so hard, relax, and be very mindful about your toxic coping mechanisms, because they might become an additional burden. And I do realize how hard this can be, but that's why I've been saying, reach out for help. You need help. Maybe this is therapy, or like a self-help group, or a friend you can trust in. It's available to you, okay? It's all available to you, and as soon as you make that decision, things will fall into place for you and align for you. If you feel like no one ever, you know, comforts you when you break down, give it time. It will happen, but you need to show the universe that you are not in this, you know, single female fighter mode all the time. The universe wants to see that you know, rightfully demand comfort and love and peace. Then these people will show up. I feel like it all starts by you telling some people that, you know, they need to chill, quite literally, or do something for you and fuel your batteries for once. Final card from the Sea Melodies deck. Self-care. Okay. In today's reading, I have predicted cards. So this is wonderful. Drowning doesn't always require water. Yeah, so I'm not judging anyone here, but some of you might have a little bit of a drinking problem, or maybe it's smoking or whatever. Yeah, don't drown your sorrows by literally drowning your body. Self-care and me time is so important. And whilst I don't resonate with the toxic coping mechanism part, I very much resonate with the burnout part. So you won't get what you want by pushing and ignoring your the warning signs, right? So time to step back and calm and allow for the universe to let things align and fall into place for you. Take a break. And know that you are loved and that you deserve love. And give it to yourself. Don't give it away too much. Okay. Wow, this was a very intense reading. I really hope it helped you. If you watched it all, thank you so much. If you want to let me know, leave a little, I don't know, what should you leave? I can't think of anything. A little heart emoji. And if you want to send in some cards or crystals, I have an Amazon wishlist link in the description box down below. Thank you so much to my channel members and to all of my supporters, sending each and every one of you many, many blessings. And until very soon, hopefully. Bye.